Hi, and welcome to a brand new episode of Which Book is the Best? Today we will be talking about the Michael L. Prince Award and whether the book Monster by Walter Dean Myers or the book Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson is the best book. To start, this award honors the best book written for teens, based entirely on its literary merit each year. So now we'll look at our contestants and see which one is the best. To start, we have our three judges over here. We have our Monster debaters over here. And we have our Speak debaters over here. So to start, we'll start with the Speak debaters. And now they can say their argument. They believe that Speak has the best story because the way that it took us through the character's life. It took us through her entire life of one semester at a time, as if this could actually happen to somebody. It didn't only show her viewpoints, but it showed viewpoints of everyone else, which included her, of course, the it in this book, her friends, both new and old, her teachers, parents, and even the counselor. It described how they felt about her as well as how she felt throughout the entire story. She clearly was depressed throughout the entire thing, based on the events that had happened. But old friends showed how much her actions had an effect on everyone else in the school, because they wouldn't talk to her either, so it was a very powerful book based on that. From the beginning, it never came out and just stated her problem, but drew it on throughout the entire book to create the story. It made it real and easy to follow along, and it was easy to have a lot of sympathy for the main character, based on how she acted and how strong she was throughout the entire thing, even though you never knew the exact true story besides the fact that she was raped. It was easy to connect with her because although, hopefully to most people, rape has never happened, in high school it is hard for everyone, and since it was her freshman year, it showed the struggles that most kids can have with friends and family. She writes the story in a lesson, in a way, because of the strength the character showed, with speaking up at the end. Not only did she just come out and say it to Rachel, but that showed a lot of courage because of the way Rachel acted. She almost didn't speak out again because she was called a liar, but after writing what she did on the bathroom wall, it showed the courage that she has. So they think that Speak is the best book based on, and can win this award, just based on the way it was written, how strong the characters were, and the life lessons that can come from this. Now, on the other side of things, we have the Monster group. They believe this book is the best just because they think it was really cool the way it was written. It told the author's viewpoints of what was really going on, from the beginning through the end, as Judge Misty walks through. So the characters, you knew exactly what was going on through each character based on the way it was written as a movie. It started off with the whole Star Wars theme, which these three contestants thought was really cool. But, of course, you can't base a book just on it being cool. It did engage the audience a lot because you always knew who was speaking the way it was written as a dialogue. Everyone seemed as though they were their own character, and you always knew who was speaking. It made it very easy to picture what was going on throughout this book because of the movie and the way that the author used the close-ups and medium shot and other abbreviations as if you could picture exactly what was happening in a real movie. The chapters were constructed with dates so you knew what was happening each day, which was similar to Speak, but they, in their opinion, even better. Because not only did it take through each semester, but it was every day, so you knew exactly how the author was feeling every single day. This character was very easy to sympathize with also, even from the beginning. It was very easy to believe that he did not do the crime, even though he was in jail. It really makes you think a lot, since some people admit they saw him at the store, and that he did admit he knew the other boys, but he said he wasn't at the store. However, he was told to think about where he was 3 weeks ago, which was hard to do. Although this did make him seem guilty in ways, think about where you were 3 weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure that it's very hard to think exactly what you were doing at a certain time almost a month ago. This character was also strong, which is a lesson that can definitely be learned as well from this book. He never gave up, and although he was very nervous every time he was in the courtroom, he never changed his story, and he did what he knew what was right in order to be proved innocent. Although it was written as a movie, it did focus on the story, and it stayed that way throughout the entire book. There were a few pages at the end to show what happened, but I think this was what the author needed to do, so it didn't leave people questioning what happened after he got home. There also was not much that went on at the beginning of the book. It started off right with him in jail, which was exactly what the author needed to do. So that was the way that it created the story, so you figured out throughout the entire thing what happened. So now that we've heard both sides of these arguments, let's talk to our judges. So the judges believe that all of these are very good points. They're very strong books with characters that are easy to sympathize with. They're all very strong and definitely teach life lessons. With the first panel, they believe that Speak is definitely a strong story from beginning to end. Very easy to sympathize with. There's different perspectives which make it easy to follow along with, and you learn a lot about all different characters, including the main one, from other different perspectives. It's easy to believe everything that the author and character states, and it's very easy to feel connected with the character, so you forget that there even is an author telling the story, you just believe that it is Melinda. With Monster, again, there were very good points made on why this book deserves to win the award. It was written in a different way than you would see in most books, which made it very unique. It was easy to connect with the characters since you knew who exactly what was saying when, and it was easy to picture what was going on, which made it even easier to follow along with the characters. The story had its focus and stuck to it throughout the entire beginning to end. The character himself is believable. However, you did state you only want to believe his innocence. Although that is the likely answer, there could be some doubt on the reader, since you want to believe that he's innocent because he is the character that you want to trust. There were some evidence against him, which can make the audience struggle on if they actually believe him. Of course, he's going to say what he can to get out of jail. And again, with remembering, although try to think of where you were 3 weeks ago, if you knew you were going to be committed or be put in jail because of a murder, I'm pretty sure you would probably try to remember, or would definitely remember where you were 3 weeks ago in order to help your alibi. With that being said, the judges conclude that Speak is the winner of this award because based on the requirements for this award, although both books were definitely some of the best written for teens, it also has to be based entirely on its merit each year. Because of the doubt in the character that people could have with Monster, even though everything else seems to be equal between the two books, they conclude that Speak is the winner. Thank you for watching.